We're making our way through Woodland Cemetery in Des Moines, Iowa. The site that we're coming upon to our right is known as Baby Hill. Baby Hill is an historic section where many infants were buried, most in unmarked graves, in the late 1800s and early 1900s. To tell the story, we need to go back to 1886, and there are two versions of this story. In one version, a 3-month-old baby was left on the doorstep of the Benedict home in April of 1886. The Benedict home was established to house unwed mothers, and that baby was lovingly called Charlie Basket. The home could not accommodate the foundling baby, and he was taken home by a staff member and later fostered by Mother Benedict herself. This incident was the spark that began the Home for Friendless Children, which was the first orphanage in the city of Des Moines, and that orphanage was located across the street from Woodland Cemetery, where Gateway Market stands today. In another version of the story, in November of 1886, a 3-day-old baby was left on the doorstep of a prominent Des Moines family by the name of Mann. Within 24 hours, Elizabeth Mann and 2 of her friends established the city's first orphanage, again the Des Moines Home for Friendless Children. So in Des Moines' early days, the orphanage served as the first home for many babies who were brought there by mothers who could not care for them. The reason for this backstory is because Baby Hill was the burial site for a large number of infants, and many were residents of the Home for Friendless Children. Due to high infant mortality rates at the turn of the century, many infants died and were buried in this plot in wooden crate-like coffins stacked on top of each other 3 high. We'll pause here so you can see just how far Baby Hill stretches. To address the many unmarked graves, a project was undertaken to install headstones. In 2017, that project was completed to mark many of those graves. That same year, a children's monument was installed as a prominent feature high on the hill. Again, many of those graves are unmarked, hence the single monument. Although 44 names are listed on the monument, many more to this day are still unknown. This is that monument. The inscription reads, God's special angel. God needed a special angel, one loving, good, and kind, and so he chose our child and left us all behind. The history of Baby Hill is a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by the city of Des Moines in its early years and the high infant mortality rate at the time. The area is now a place of remembrance and a testament to the city's past. In a final note, as one would expect, there are stories of hauntings attached to Baby Hill. Over the years, people have reported hearing the cries of infants being carried on the wind, down the hill, and into the surrounding neighborhood. This seems to happen mainly in winter. If one is inclined to believe these stories, it isn't difficult to imagine a spirit being restless, having never been named in life or death. We'll pause to take one last look at Baby Hill in remembrance of those who are buried here before we move on.